Hello friends and fellow crafters. This is Jan with What You Make It, and I have something that I want to share with you today. I have been gone for a few days because I have been working desperately on some projects for Valentine's Day, and I'm part of a mini book swap over on Life on the Beach, Scrap Beach, and I have a wonderful partner. Her name is Karen, and I'm working on a mini book for her, and I'm going to just show you the cover. Isn't that pretty? It's just a little sneak peek. But in working on that, I realized that I do a lot of these altered book with old book covers, and I thought I would show you a couple of ideas of what I do, and maybe that'll inspire you. I start with these old book covers, and I know that I haven't ever done a haul video, but if I were to ever do one, I will tell you that the place that I would want to do a haul video from is from an online lovely place called Manteau Feb, and I'll put the name up on the screen. But Sarah at Manteau Feb is just the most wonderful finder of delightful bits and pieces, and I love when I have a little extra money. That's the place I love to go and shop, because she is like the perfect combination of a vintage antique locator and flea market. So you need to go over and check it out, because she is an artist, and so she has an artist's eye for when she finds all these delightful little bits of charms. And so I've been working lately with some of the book covers that I got with her. You can find wonderful book pages and things there, but I always start with one of these that has all the insides taken out. And sometimes they're delightful book covers that you want to use just the way they are, but sometimes you might want to alter them. So I want to show you a couple things that I've done, that I did when my son and I were going to New York City. And I wanted to put most of it together so that just while I was there I could do my journaling and add bits and pieces from things. And this one, I took the spine off, and I made this little binding just by sewing strips of material. I got some complementary material. One was a stripe and one was a floral, and I just made quick little bands of material and then sewed my pages to this, and then put the binding rings in here, and then sewed them to the pages, and really had most of the book put together so that I could do my journaling and put things like our Metro card and that sort of thing in there. It's a great way to do a quick journal to take with you. This was some sort of book cover that I didn't necessarily want, and so I Mod Podged and painted some tissue paper to the front. If you see anything during this video that you would like me to do a tutorial on, just drop me a quick comment and I will be happy to show you how I did it. I know that I just am overwhelmed with all the great artists that I find on YouTube, so I don't want to presume that you don't already know how to do something, but I'm just trying to give you some inspiration, as my new friend Yoli Bean says, just want to help you let your light shine. So anyway, this was just a stamp that I did, and we had a great time, and it's all preserved here in this book. One was kind of reattaching the book cover to some material and binding it that way. This one this was a book that I did for Father's Day, and it was actually a project that my son and I worked on together for his dad. It was, he was turning 18 and graduating from high school and getting ready to go to college, and for Father's Day that year we decided that we would collect all the great bits of wisdom that he had learned from his dad. And so this one is entitled Lessons in Life I've Learned from My Dad. And this book, actually, Man's Great Adventure, I thought it couldn't be more perfect for the project that we were working on. So I really just kind of created an altered cover for it with a Tim Holtz stamp, and then bound signatures into it. And I'm going to show you how those were. They were pages that I made like this by really just taking some cardstock and creating my own papers, painting, doing Mod Podge with tissue paper, stamping, whatever. And then you put 2 or 3 of those pages together and punch them in the center. And this becomes, in the bookbinding world, a signature. That's what they call them. And so this is how that ended up. It was a real simple thing to just fill in once we had it all done. Some of his sayings were, think at least 2 steps ahead of yourself. There are things that, you know, by the time you're 18, you've heard your father say quite a few times. And in our family, there's a few that maybe other families don't say. And so we decided that we would do just a collection of. So really, it was very easy once I had made the signatures, just to put the pictures and the sayings in together. So you can see here, this is where one of the signatures is bound. Now for these, because I really wanted it to be really stable, I stitched down the center of the signature. Then when I punched the holes on either side, it's just easy to put it in. So the ribbon goes down through here and then comes up. So you can see I have 4 signatures that are going along on there. This one I'm doing with an accordion fold because I really want to preserve the feel of the book. I didn't want to put signatures in and bind it. And so what I've done is I've taken my cardstock and measured a little extra. I think I'm probably going to do a decorative edge here, and that will get glued or probably red terrifically tacky tape in there. And then this one will go in here, and these pages are going to go down in here. So I'll just put the pages in and put tape on either side of them, and then it'll get bound in and closed. So that's what I'm working on, and I will come back and show you the finished product when I get this one done. We had decided that for this month that the suggested theme was your greatest love or something like that, and so in light of Valentine's, and we both just kind of said that our family really is our greatest love and our heritage and all of that. So we're kind of doing a heritage mini album. So anyway, that would be what I'm working on, and I hope that you all are having an inspired week. I'll talk to you soon.